Welcome to Binge Diaries. I have thoughts, so let's unpack. I cannot stop smiling. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Bitten season 3, episode 1. This is the first episode, and yes, I probably would have gotten into predictions and things like that, but I feel like I did that already at the end of season 2. Now, I was right. Who owes me money? I don't know, but I was right. 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 Now I was wrong about whose dad was the wolf, but I was right. I was right. I cannot believe I was right. Oh my God. I mean, of course I was right. I'm always right. But it's just a feeling like, I was right. Okay, so Atlanta Daddy is a wolf, and that's probably why she can survive the bite. Now, the closer it gets to the end, the faster, like, that stuff starts to happen, like, the more stuff happens, and you need to pay attention to the small things to even really get it all to come together, like, how is this all even happening? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do have questions. Does this mean that I was right about her mom, too? Is her mom a witch? Is her mom a witch? Oh my gosh, her mom is a witch. If she has some power somewhere that she can harness. Now, I also do have a question about her dad's other daughter. Like, does that mean that if she gets bitten, she would survive as well? Maybe. But anywho, they're back to their regular scheduled programs now. I don't like how Jeremy is going about this whole growing the pack thing. Like, I get that he's trying to strengthen their numbers, but the whole terrorizing or join the pack or die, like, that whole thing is just, it just don't seem smart to me, nor Elena. She peeping it again. Another foreshadow for her to be alpha. I know that's going to bring some drama. Now, obviously, that Spanish alpha is still out there. And, of course, with them bringing it this way, people are going to say that they're joining the pack just so they don't die. However, they're going to be secretly working with him. Obviously, I seen that coming, like, a mile away. So, anywho, they're not that scared of you, Jeremy. Like, yeah, they willing to put up the fight if that means that they get their freedom back. And you done killed some of their loved ones, too. Yeah, no, you getting what's coming to you, obviously. But speaking of growing the pack, Rachel had her baby, and he is 3 months old now. Yeah, so it's been at least or close to a year. Yeah, it's been about a year and some time has went by. So that's good. I mean, Clay's hair is long. Like, it makes sense for that amount of time to go by versus the other one. But Jeremy still has her, like, I guess, hidden away, I guess, to take care of the baby during this time. So I did have a little thought about Nick and Rachel because, I mean, I don't know, it's like they're familiar with each other, but they're not trying to get too close with each other. Like, I don't really know how to explain that, but it's almost like he's putting himself in a position to be her new man, and she's still like, I haven't learned to be without Logan yet. I don't know. But will they be a thing in the future? Like, is there a future for Nick and Rachel as, like, a couple? What happened to Paige? Like, Paige should be... I thought Paige and Nick were cute. Like, yeah, she overstepped her boundaries, and she don't know, like, when to, seize whatever she got to say. But still, like, I thought they were a good couple, but Rachel and Nick would kind of be weird. I don't know. But either way, I am so here for this episode. I cannot wait to really get into this season because it's already starting. Like, I was right, clearly. I mean, that still, like, mind blows me. I don't know. Like, I just love being right. I just love being right. So this is Bitten season 3, episode 2, and I'm gonna be honest, as always, this episode really didn't do too much for me. I feel like everything pretty much was expected. I expected Elena to be curious if her dad was who he say he is, and to kind of be unsure about how she feels since she was like a foster kid and stuff like that. I expected the Spanish Alpha to go ahead and make his move on Stonehaven with the pack members that turned against Jeremy. Then we have Roman. Roman was the most exciting thing that has happened, like, seriously. I think I just been calling him the Russian Alpha this whole time, but we're gonna put a name on it. His name is Roman, and he is on a literal witch hunt. He is looking for his own powerful witch, and that is pretty much the most exciting thing that happened this entire episode. Like I said, everything goes as expected. Now, when he showed up to Stonehaven looking for a wolf, and that same wolf just so happens to be Elena's dad, jaw dropped. Like, what a coinkydink. It's not a coincidence at all. I wonder what the story is there. But I am not going to speculate. Not just yet. I do want to have a little bit more detail about this before I actually go into, like, my predictions of what I think he wants to kill him for and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, I'm super excited for that storyline. I want to, yeah, what's going to happen? Alright, so for this to be the 3rd episode of Bitten season 3, I feel like I'm not that excited. Like, I'm more excited for the backstories that I'm, like, fighting with myself to make up. I'm fighting, trying not to make up no backstories than I am for the actual episode. Like, I don't like that. While I do have thoughts, this episode does have a lot of action in it. Yeah, it has a lot of action in it, but just none of it is mind-blowing, if that makes sense. Like, nothing is like, oh my goodness, let me rewind it and see it again. No, I'm not getting any of that. I do have a burning question about Elena. Like, now that she has, like, this new family, like, is that enough for her to, like, challenge Jeremy for alpha? She's been questioning his actions and his ways for a while now. But I always said no, she has way too much respect to challenge him. Like, she will never do that. But now, now that she has a whole dad now who came out of nowhere just looking for her, and now he and his kids, like her siblings, are coming to her looking for her for help and protection, will she put her foot down? I mean, she's kind of getting there, but not quite challenge. Like, it's not given challenge yet, you know? It's more like, I don't like what you're doing. I'm expressing that I don't like what you're doing, but what you say goes, so I'm gonna go with it. That's what it's giving right now. Even though she is not with that whole, you're not protecting my family, like, she really not feeling that. But right now, it's not challenging. And real quick, before we get into the next episode, do you think Jeremy was bothered by what the Spanish Alpha said right before Roman killed him about Jeremy not having no legacy either? Because, you know, Clay isn't really his, and they're not really his family blood-wise, so his bloodline actually dies with him. Do you think that bothered him? I felt like for some reason that did bother him, and when he saw the girl that used to be the sheriff, he was like flirting a little bit. I think he actually like her, you know? So who knows? He might get with her to try to have a kid, not because so his bloodline can continue as Alpha, because we all know Elena is going to eventually be Alpha. However, so his bloodline does not stop and end with him. Because I really do feel like he was bothered by that, even though I think he always kind of slightly flirted with the sheriff, but kept it professional. But now that she's no longer the sheriff anymore, they're getting more formal, you know, more casual. I mean, yeah. Bitten, season 3, episode 4, and oh my goodness, I love when I'm right. Hey, I love when I'm right. Hey, I love when I'm right. I was right. Okay, so Roman does want Sasha, which is Elena's dad, dead because of his daughter. And guess who his daughter is? Just guess. His daughter was indeed Elena's mom. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. Okay, so Elena's mom and her dad, Sasha, he's a wolf. Elena's mom, dad is a wolf. So she has wolf blood in her, right? But so she got with the wolf and then produced Elena, their firstborn. Now, Roman had to have his daughter killed because Sasha ended up showing her who he was or whatever. And he felt like Roman should have kept that their secret because that is his daughter. Like, he was thinking that it would have been fine, like, keeping it all in the family or whatever, but he didn't. He had her killed and been looking for him ever since. Elena had done disappeared. So when Sasha went on the run, he left Russia, went to Toronto or Canada, and left Elena there. Now, I do feel like they should shine some light on whether or not that is why she can survive the change. I also feel like the wolves should start telling their daughters, so that way their daughters can, like, seek out those wolves and create these kids and possibly get bit later on down the line. Who knows? On another note, Jeremy is for sure pushing Elena away, and I think that is going to make her leave. Like, she's gonna end up leaving the pack if something doesn't change with Jeremy and his ways, or the second Jeremy does something that she really, really, really don't agree with, yeah, she's gonna be leaving. Speaking of Jeremy, I just feel kind of bad for him because I was just saying how he can get with the sheriff and have a baby, and now that option is literally just off the table. Now, for sure, he probably would end up killing her anyways because he can't kidnap the baby and run to Stonehaven because she knows right where that's at. So he would end up having to kill her anyways if they would have had a baby together. However, it's not even an option. Like, and he liked her. I just feel like they really should say if that's what it is. Like, girls born to a wolf dad has the wolf blood in them and will survive the change, or is it because it's two passed down? Like, Elena's mom got her wolf blood from her dad and then passed it on. That's 2 generations. So I don't know. Anywho, but let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any show recommendations, drop them down below. Just keep them bingeable and spoiler free. Subscribe for more.